Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be showing you some of my unfinished artworks. From my smaller size sketchbooks to the big scaled ones. Of course, I have a handful of finished artworks as well, but today I thought it'd be interesting to show you the unfinished side. Let's start with the biggest one. This is a Canson watercolor pad. It's 18 inches by 24 inches, pretty big, and it has 30 pages. I haven't used every one of them, and there are multiple smaller art pieces stored in between pages. It got rained on a little bit on the side, so you might notice a few stains on the edge of some artworks. Also, I'm very clumsy, just so you know, and I have a dog, so I hope that pretty much explains everything. This first one is made using watercolor pencils from Faber-Castell. I usually start with outlining using the watercolor pencils. I had the intention of finishing it up using the Prang watercolor set. Oh, and of course Yori likes sitting on my works. Anyways, this wasn't really planned, I just wanted to test out the pencils, but I ended up leaving it for a very long time. This next one is outlined in pencil, and it's supposed to be like a tarot card-like artwork, or I just wanted to draw a skull and a girl. I wanted to create patterns around the edges but ended up not liking how the pattern turned out. It was also a little uneven, so I sort of lost interest in finishing it. The next one is close to finish. Her face, I think I might have been inspired from an Instagram photo, but you know, I wanted to play around with patterns in this area, and I wasn't able to complete that. Again, me and patterns. This next one is just a light sketch. It's pretty similar with the previous artwork. She has those scar-like features going on. I should work on that. This next one is made using ink, again with my overachieving patterns. I'm not sure if I didn't get to continue this because I ran out of ink, or this is just again one of those moments where I got tired of putting the details. But yeah, I really should finish this. Of course, this mental note applies to all the artworks that I'm going to show today. I think she's supposed to be a nymph or a fairy in the woods. This next one is made using pencil. I believe her face was somehow inspired by one of the models on Vogue, and I wanted to experiment with shades, which explains the circular objects on the top of her head. This next one is one of the first artworks I wanted to create or test with the watercolor pencils. Plus, I used to really love drawing hair, so I sort of tried to see what it would look like with ink. And again, I didn't get to finish, but I think this was like a Gossip Girl inspired work. I'm a fan. This one is almost finished. It's actually in ink. I just have to put in a couple more details with the pattern on her kimono and finish perfecting the circle background. This next one is made using pencil. I didn't get to finish it because I felt like I suck at drawing flowers. But then again, that might be just another excuse. This one is something that I did in high school. That's almost 10 years ago. This was actually presented as done, but it does sort of feels unfinished. I'm not very confident with coloring. I was afraid I would mess up with a detailed outline. It's done, but it would make it feel more complete with a color. I also have this sketch. I wanted to experiment on something surreal, but I guess I just wasn't sure how the overall composition would look like, so it's left like this. Moving on to a smaller watercolor pad, another Canson. It's 9 by 12 inches and it has 10 pages. I don't know if I've used all the pages, but I usually just have random papers in it. Anyway, so this is how it looks like. This is in watercolor and ink. I really was just trying to experiment with skin color using watercolor pencils or watercolor. This fell over a few days ago, that's why there's a few dirt on it. I seriously don't take care of them as much as I should. I'm so sorry. So this next one is a rough sketch I did for my friend's tattoo design that I did a couple of years ago. The finished piece is of course better than this. This one is a sketch kind of inspired by mangas and K-pop boys. I also wanted to experiment with shapes using tapes. But then again, I didn't really know where it was going. I guess this is almost done, but I think it's one of those that feels a bit incomplete. This was made to express emotions about people we love leaving, but us wanting to hold on. This next one, I guess to express the feeling of having very dark or cloudy thoughts. This piece is actually done, so there's one. Okay, this one I found really cool, and it looks like it could be a perfect tattoo. But I suddenly became afraid of continuing it because I really don't want to mess it up. Then again, I shouldn't leave it for too long. Maybe I should scan it and then work on it digitally? That sounds like a good idea. This next one, I wanted to experiment using pencil and ink, and I'm not particularly sure if it's done, but it does look unfinished. I feel like I should add a bit more details. Next one. My sister bought me this white pen, and yeah, I guess I wanted to test out to see if it's working on black. And again, this is a recurring situation with patterns. I hope you're not frustrated with me yet. I swear I have a bunch of finished artworks as well, and this video is literally called Unfinished Artworks Tour. Okay, this one I wanted to experiment with watercolor, and that's how it turned out. I don't know why this one is here, but this one is a finished piece. This is one of my friend's favorite work of mine. And last one, this actually doesn't have much. This was my brother's and he didn't get to use it, so I started using it. But you know that feeling of wanting to save pages for special occasions, but you feel it's too precious and you end up not using it much? Yeah, that. This is a sketch I did of my little cousin. And more blank pages. I like to draw randomly. This next one is made using watercolor pencils. Another one of those experiments. I really love the Godfather trilogy. This is a sketch of Al Pacino in his more recent years. And I'm very much into details. I don't know, but there's something about those small human features. A mole, lines, and creases that is just so good when you put it on art. I like details. I don't know if you've noticed. And lastly, here is just another drawing with ink. And that's pretty much it. That was anticlimactic. Sorry. Please don't judge me. Or actually you can, so I can be better at this. Critique creatively though. I have very mushy feelings. I hope you find this video interesting. Do you have unfinished artworks like me? Let me know. Or what was your favorite that you think I should finish soon? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, please. Thanks for watching!
Mama.